large ensemble saga, and I wanted to do something that I felt would connect with the audience. So I was looking around at the world today, realizing what a big and scary and complicated place it is, and thinking that it would be great to do a show about characters who could come along to do something about these bigger issues.
Do you ever get the feeling like you were meant to do something extraordinary?
Driving a cab, you may have noticed.
No, I'm not talking about what you do. I'm talking about who you are. I'm talking about being special.
Yes, we are all special.
It's not what I meant.
Thinking about it in terms of a cop show or a law show or a medical show, like a normal drama, it just didn't feel like those kind of characters would be able to be big enough to do something about these bigger issues. And so I started to think about the idea of superheroes.
This morning, when I got out of bed, my foot hovered before it hit the ground. Hovered for a split second, like I was floating.
Tell you what, you think you can fly? Why don't you jump off the Brooklyn Bridge? See what happens.
Maybe I had to start with something a little lower first. It's like learning to walk.
You're serious.
The show presents a hopeful underlying message that humanity can populate itself with people who have extraordinary abilities and are able to do something great with them.
What you doing, Pete? It's my turn to be somebody now, Nathan!
Also, there is that wish fulfillment that most people have, is that this sense that you're meant for something greater. And I think that seeing people who live seemingly ordinary lives, who somehow discover some greatness in them, is a very compelling idea.
We knew we were making something special. Tim wrote an amazing pilot with these great characters with such depth.
All the conversations that I've ever had with Tim about the show, it's a character drama. It's these everyday people with these heightened reality around them of situations, of action, of anything. So those dramatic elements of pain and suffering and heartache, and it's like those moments, of course, are going to be in there.
I need you to know that I would never let anything happen to you. Promise.
Mom, why'd you look at yourself like that in the fish tank?
There are certain touchstones that really help in this show, and that's the touchstones of the characters themselves and the world that they live in. Their lives are very grounded while they are experiencing these very extraordinary things that are happening to them.
My life as I know it is over, okay? I've got the Bishop game next week, SATs in October, homecoming's 3 weeks from today, and I'm a freak show.
You're being a little dramatic, don't you think?
No, I don't think. I have busted like every bone in my body, stabbed myself in the chest, I've shoved a 2-foot steel rod through my neck, and I don't have a scratch on me.
What do you call that thing sticking out?
Great. Just give me the tape, okay?
You know, everyone has their powers, and it's about discovering them and figuring out what you want to do with them and coming into your own and finding your family and who you are as a person.
We don't show up and put on capes and we just learn how to fly, you know? These are people that have everyday problems, but the other side of it is that you stumble when you're learning something. You make mistakes. Sometimes, things aren't just black and white.
Hey, Mark.
Do you manage to somehow keep a semblance of your normal life after acknowledging that you have an ability that most people don't have? Or do you use that ability to a good cause?
I have to figure out what this is all about.
Maybe you could call the FBI.
No, I can't. I can't go to the FBI. They think I'm crazy.
If you go with it, which is what our show is all about, people are on this train, just enjoy it because they're coming up with great characters, especially in the world of superheroes and comics. There isn't really an original idea out there. It's been done so many times and so brilliantly, and it's been illustrated so beautifully that you kind of, to take this character and then say, oh, well, maybe she's a nurse, or maybe she's it makes it really relatable, and it brings in the human factor.
When I read the pilot, the idea of people with superpowers was cool and interesting, but what really drew me in was how rooted it was in reality and how grounded it was and how committed, even as a reader, I became to the characters. So you're thinking, if I'm connecting to them like that, when it becomes visual, people are going to lose it. and I think it's the strength of the show.
This was actually an incredibly simple and easy process to cast this show.
Hey, Mark.
We had everybody that we wanted to go after actually came in to read, and so it actually fell into place. Now, there were a few times when the casting changed pretty drastically by just who walked in the door.
Teleportation, levitation, tissue regeneration. Is this outside the realm of possibility?
I'm thinking specifically about Sendal Ramamurthy, who, as written, that character was supposed to be a 55-year-old middle-aged professor.
Hey, Mark.
And the casting director said, we've got this young guy who's in from London, just here for a week, and you should take a look at him.
What have I been trying to prove? I've used these theories, the map, this silo, all of it, just to validate a relationship that ended a long time ago.
I immediately realized I would have to rethink the entire character based on this actor. It's a really pleasant surprise when it works that way.
We're going to show you no one else will ever see again. There is a 72-minute version of our pilot. Down here at Comic-Con, we have an opportunity for the fans and for people who's never seen the show before to see something that's pretty incredible.
Well, this is the fan base. This is the one that keeps the show really on the air, and you know, they're the ones that tell their friends and go online and chat rooms, and they create a kind of buzz and sort of viral quality to promotion of the show that you can't buy any other way.
For me, just to be down here and that they invited our show down here is such a compliment. I mean, we haven't even been on the air yet, and people are interested in it, so I'm just really excited about that.
Are you actually fluent in Japanese, or do you just speak it for the show?
ヒロ中村っていうキャラクターは日本で生まれてこういうことを and that's how the season ends.
It is insane. It is fantastic. There's so much energy, so much passion. So many people. It's a mind-boggling event. These fans are going to be the most passionate about our show, and they're going to spread the word out. They're going to tell everybody in the world. You know, yes, it's a great drama.
This is something that you're going to take people on a ride, and I think it's a ride that they're going to enjoy.
Oh my! Save the cheerleader, save the world.
I have to say, it is more than I expected it to be. When you start something this big, you hope that you don't screw it up along the way. And truly, I think we somehow figured out how to get consistency very early on in the show.
I don't think you can expect anything to be this amazing. I mean, I feel like you look at most shows, ours looks like it's been on for years.
Is that why you came for me? Is that why you asked me if I was the one?
No, I knew I had to save you.
Why?
To save the world.
It's for it to become like this kind of global phenomenon where people are recognizing us in whatever country we're in, like not just in the U.S. is just crazy, and the way that the audience has embraced it.
On the other shows that I was on, it was, you know, hey, I really love your work, can I get a picture or whatever? And now it's like, oh my God, oh my God! Like everybody's drawing their nails. Everybody's drawing their nails when they see me. It's awesome.
I think it is just a true testament to Tim Kring about the material that he writes, the people that he hired, the cast that came together, and it's just kind of a special thing we have happening, and it's just exciting.
We are on a sort of freight train right now of storytelling. Our characters will continue to cross paths and join forces, and twists and turns will continue.